If you listen quietly, you can hear the wind blowing, and it's saying, 47, 47. Dumb intros will never die. This is episode 47 from Riverbend Springs. I don't know if you know this or not, but we now have cows. We have a whole bunch of them. 250 of them, in fact, as well as a really interesting place to put manure. We've got our own dairy on site. We should all have one of those. We also have a multi-buying station. Don't worry about that. A selling station right beside us, and a building with nothing in it. And I don't really know what to put in here, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to open all the doors, though, so I think that looks awesome. So other than that, I think in-game today, I'm not sure if there's anything left to do. Are there any cool contracts? Well, that's a lot of contracts. So, what do we have? We've got 2 square baling contracts, which aren't too far away from each other. I think we should take on both of those. We also have a couple cultivating contracts, which I never do. I don't even know why these are here. We do have 1 fertilizer contract, which means nothing to me. Lots of harvesting contracts, but again, those mean nothing to me. And a couple mowing contracts, only one of which interests me. So then what do we do? Well, this is basically turned into Contract Simulator at this point. I am going to select and accept the mowing contract, and I believe the baling contracts are going to be quite similar too. So let's go ahead and accept those. There we go. We've got that one and accept that one. And I think the rest of these are no thank you. Out of these, to be fair, I think the baling contracts are going to be the easiest to do to knock off first. This is to help us with some extra cash. Cash is always a problem, especially now that we have to feed 250 head of cattle. So, let's get our case. Let's go grab our baler. And let's get to work. These are square bale contracts. They are not round bale contracts, so we will go with our square baler. This guy right here. Now, I do like this. However, I will say for these contracts and things like that, this style is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Let's go in and check out and see exactly where we need to go with these. We've got field 40 and 55. Probably easier to send this guy off to 45. So let's do that. Center destination over here to 55. Just keep it on the road and drive to target. That's one. Because I have a tendency to steal things from baling contracts, we also need to get a hold of this guy in the back, the feed mixer. So I'm going to try and do my best to push this out of the way. Not all the way to the back, just out of my way. There we go. And then sneak in behind him and grab this guy. Now, the reason I need this is so that I can shred the bales. And I think that's everything we need for baling contracts. Let's see if we can catch up to the baler up there. I'm sure we'll be able to catch up and surpass them. We'll say this, though. Super duper cool to be able to drive up here and see a cattle farm right across the road. That's awesome. One thing I am going to do real quick, I'm going to trade this for that. So let's set this about here. There we go. And then I want to find my case. Where are they at? Let's fire them, and I'm going to do this myself because I can get there a lot faster. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Let's knock this out. I do love a good baling contract. That makes me super duper happy. Although this one might be a little bit more different. It'll be all right. We'll be fine. Steering assist. Let's go into 9 meters. Thank you very much. Set it on it. Turn it on. Ooh, we need to double check. Make sure. Yep, 240 centimeter bales. So they are the biggest ones. And go. Sweet. So there's one thing I believe with these contracts. The windrow actually doesn't work. So it's not helping any. However, it's all still going in the baler. So that's cool. Also, we should have, yep, there they are. Perfect. Used to, harvesting contracts were my favorite. I don't know if I did one single baling contract in Farm Sim 22. However, with Farm Sim 25, it's been almost exclusively baling and mowing contracts. I've enjoyed them so much. I think they're a lot of fun. They're easy. And what you can do Makes it even better. Not a massive contract, if I'm being honest, but, I mean, we did all right. There we go. Kick that bale out. Perfect. And I do want to unload the rest of it. There we go. So we did 5 bales, but really, it's just 4. All right, let's head up and we'll get to the next one. We're kind of getting into territory that I have not previously come into contact with. This is definitely a new area for me. I'd mentioned that I love the top right-hand corner of the map. I mean, the fields are flat, they're big, and they're square. What more could you want? These are great, man. Drop it down, turn it on. See if what do you mean no field detected? Hang on a minute. AI, 9 meters. There we go. What in the world was that all about? Who knows? All right, let's see. Let's reset our bell counter and see what we get off of this one. Making our way down to the end of this one, it says that we made 7 bells. I believe there's 1 or 2 more in there, though. There we go. And let's stop that. And let's go ahead and force this one out. And I think that's going to be bell number 8. Hey, all right. So not a whole lot going on, if I'm honest, but not bad. Now, that's it for this baler. However, we are going to need them again at field number 11. So I need to figure out how to send them there, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to work. Let's see if we can set a destination and just set it to the road right beside. Face that way, driving to target. Okay, this is good. I've noticed that you can't really, sometimes anyway, set them off to the side. However, usually they will go to like the road beside it. So that seems to work well. Also, may as well go ahead and send this guy there while we're at it. And even though I still have the old mowers, the Samaz mowers, we are not using those anymore. We have switched over to the Elho mower. At least I believe it's an Elho. Is that what it is? Yeah, these guys are cool. While that's going, let's go ahead and pick up our bales to be stolen. There's 1. And bale number 2. Yeet! Ha-ha! It's a whole lot easier with the round bales, but I mean, this works. These corn stalks are not helping any, though. I can barely see them. They barely go over the top. You can see them, but only just. Only just. Off that field, we got 37,034 liters. Off into the second one. What are we going to get off of this one? Looks like a total of 108,000 liters. Very, very nice. All right. Let's go ahead and take these contracts that we have, and we will complete them. So we've got, what is that, $9,300 off of one and $8,600 off the other. Well, I thought it was 86, 4,800. Still pretty good. On to the next one. We've got 1 baling contract. This baling contract will be one that we bale. Well, I say baling. It's a mowing contract. You know what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through. We're gonna mow the field. It's the same one that we always do. So mow it, bale it, wrap it, collect it, get out of there. Yay! Our baler is actually already here, which is great news. And we've got our the straw picky uppy thingy. That is actually heading over to the sell point right now so we can get that sold. Over here ready to rock and roll. I've already started the contract, but I don't know what happened with OBS. I hit the wrong button or something. Nonetheless, we are mowing with this one again. We are going to mow it, bale it, wrap it, pick them up, and get going. Well, a very easy mowing. To be fair, I've mowed this field, I don't know, 20 times now probably? At least 15. There's been a few. Also, there is one thing I want to do. I want to create a little bridge from here all the way across to here. I don't know why. Just kind of do. Also, how's driving around in here? Yeah, there's plenty of room in here. Yeah, we're good. You know what? Might not be a bad idea to keep grasswork equipment over here. That's what we can use this farm for, this area. Yeah, grasswork stuff. All right. I've just realized there's nowhere that that these mowers fit instead, or unless it's in this large area. I guess we could back them into here. Yeah, poor mowers. Just nobody wants them. We'll put them there, and it's a little bit. Oh, I gotta unfold them too. Ugh. And that's why they get to go right here. I am not doing that. Oh, so now step 2 is gonna be to bale these bad boys up. If I remember correctly, this is a 12-meter spread, I believe. I think it comes, what is it, 10, 12, 16, and 20, if I remember correctly. Hopefully we'll be able to set this right. I think it always defaults to like 10 or something like that. So we'll see. Right now I've got it set to 9. Let's bring it up to 12. See how we do. Drop them. Let's go and reset the bell counter as well, which has been done, I think. Yep. Turn it on and set them on. Sweet. I do love this. Feels so good to take like stuff that's not yours from contracts. Makes it a whole lot easier. And we are kicking bales out like it is nothing. Well, this baling is coming to an end, although the contract for mowing itself finished a little bit ago. We are now up to 24 bales. However, there's going to be a few more than that. If we turn this off, kick out, that's going to be 25 and 26. And we got another 600 and some liters in here, which is going to add up to 27. Not bad. Tell you what, at this point, I should probably just buy this field or the field right beside it and create a big grass field all for myself. Might not be a bad idea. Weirdly, I don't think we have enough money. See, 139 is basically 140,000, and then 206,000. So it's basically 340,000. Well, we got 346,000 right now. I don't think we should buy them yet. I don't think that's a very good purchase because we won't have the money to do much else. Actually, you know what? We might have the money to do other things once we sell the silage bales and once we sell some of the other stuff. Oof. Do we do it now? I don't think I've ever seen a crop in this field specifically. And we could knock out a couple of these trees, continue the field down a little bit, maybe knock out the first row of trees. It's not actually a bad idea. Oh, this case might be a little bit too wide for this setup. Well, I don't know. I think it'll be okay. How do we turn on automatic drop? There we go. We're good. Let's wrap up all these bales. There's a bunch of them. And then from there, we complete the contract and then maybe go ahead and buy this whole area. We'll figure it out. All right, finishing it up. This is money gold. Yeah. Also, real quick, while that's happening, let's go ahead and take this guy right here, and I'm going to sell the straw that's in here. It's not going to be a lot. I think it's going to be about $10,000, $10,800, or maybe close to $10,900 if my calculations are correct, which I don't know if they will be or not, but I guess we'll find out here in just a second. Doesn't pay a whole lot. It's about $100 per 1,000 liters, but something is better than nothing. There you go, 11,300. Much better than I actually thought it was going to be. But real happy about that. And as a matter of fact, these tools could actually fit in this area perfectly, especially since this is a feed mixer. I don't know, kind of works great over here by this farm. Let's turn that off for now. And now we need to kind of swap a few things out. So let's grab this. We'll fold it up. Uh-oh. We almost missed one right here. Can't do that. So maybe we try to move some of our grass work equipment over to this farm. I think that's not a bad idea. I don't actually know where to put this one. I guess in here works. Uh-oh. This tractor is currently stuck in here. I don't know how I backed it in. Maybe there was just a little bit of weight on the bottom, but whew, almost worried me. Alrighty, now let's pick up all these bills, and then at least this part will be done. We want to complete the contract so that, well, we have this, and then we're going to go through and slowly start to pull apart the area. I don't know if it needs to be plowed up or not. We'll have to check that. We also need to smooth out some areas, like right up there with that spot. And then after that, making sure that everything is seeded, making sure that everything's got fertilizer, full fertilizer, and we should be good after that. We're going to create a big grass field. Heck yeah, man. 27 bales out and accounted for. Let's get everybody loaded into here. There we go. Unload one. Boop. And switch it over. And unload two. Boop. Done. Awesome. All right. Now we really got to get to work. One more contract completed. There we go. Another 80 whatever, $100. Now, let's find ourselves some stuff here. Let's buy that, and let's buy that, and find out what they've got and what each one's looking like. So, 15's cultivated, and we are harvested on field 11. That much we know. Field 15 needs to be plowed. However, field 11 is already fully fertilized? How does that happen? Whatever, that's one less thing for me to have to do. Looks like 15 is halfway fertilized, so stuff will happen and needs to happen. So let's hook up right here to this guy. Oh, I don't need to be the blinky blinkies. Let's get our plow. We'll head over and we'll start working on that. And I do have a chainsaw, so we'll be able to grab a couple trees, get rid of a few things so that the field looks even bigger. So let's make some decisions on what trees can stay and which ones need to go. I'm all right with these trees here. However, that made my face hurt. All of these, I think, need to go. So I dig having, like, straight through here. But anything basically on the other side of that, I think should go. So let's see if we can do this. Let's see. Hit that. Supposedly, when you do that with this tree specifically, the whole thing disappears. And it does. So that is real cool to know. Let's try it again. And it goes. Awesome. I don't know if that's one that we need to hit or not, so we'll leave that for now. Go back up here, double check, and follow the line. So looks like that one should be okay, but a lot of the rest of these are going to have to go. There's some real interesting looking trees in here too. Let's get it to about here and hit it. Bunch of trees. I don't know if I'll be able to collect these and take them over to the sell point either. I guess that's something I need to figure out. There's one tree down, and while I'm at it, we'll go ahead and delete the stump. Another one right here. Let's see if we can hit this. I don't know about how low I can get and get away with it. There we go. Oh, is that what was going on? When you go like way down, it goes red, and you hit that and it deletes the whole tree? Or somebody was talking about that. I still am learning how the everything works with Lumberjack mod. It's not my expertise, but I'm trying. Now we see if we can carry these trees over here, which is, oh boy. Possible, yes, although not a great idea. Let's see if I can get far enough away from them. Yeah, so we can pick them up and like lift them like this. This is the way to do it. Yeah. Drop there and sell. 4,800 bucks. Nice. Should also put this in here. You know what? Just for the sake of like pretending this is clutches. Seems right. Uh-oh. I didn't realize that I'd hired a worker to plow the field. Well, that's one less thing I gotta do. I didn't do that on purpose, but he's almost done. How did I just miss that? Goodness gracious. All right, let's head over here and get that sold. Look, he's like almost plowed the whole field already. That's awesome. I wish I did that on purpose. And the last one right here, this one is quite large. Yeet. 5,000. There we go. We'll get this off of here. And boink. There you go, bud. Yo, manure's starting to spawn in here. Sweet. Oh, that's so cool. All right, I think for me, that's probably good. I also want to get rid of this thing because I don't like it. But after this, I think everything else is good to go. There are a couple rocks that are on the ground, but I don't know if that's just the way that looks or if those are actual rocks. I'm sure we'll find out. Now, where is this guy? All right, I'm gonna take over. I guess there's one way to find out about these rocks, isn't there? Get on into here, painting, grab the grass. Oh yeah, it's fine. I do like the way that this looks, but I don't care for it one bit. So I'm gonna try and prepare it just a little bit. There we go. I don't even know if that did anything or not, but hey, here we are. So what are we gonna do? All right, so from here, let's take that, let's lift. And then I'm gonna follow this line right here, basically straight down. I'm not gonna steer or do anything. I'm just gonna follow it. We'll see if that does exactly what I'm needing it to do. So go into here, we'll hit this, and then make our turn here. Grab it, back up, because I am gonna turn on create fields as well, back here. There we go, and turn on create fields. And you should see some field starting to create just a little bit there on the side. Yes, yes, yes. Then we kick out of that and follow this area all the way down right to the edge of the field. And then make our way down into here. Yes, and that is our field. Because this is going to be a grass field, or at least I'm planning for this to be a grass field, I'm going to follow, again, along the line. So this is going to be a much larger field than it was previously. But that's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Get all the way near the edge right here. Yep, looking good there. I don't want to get much closer to the water because we have issues with, well, crops actually like being possible this close to the water. I'm not quite sure, but swaths really don't like to be near the water. So hopefully that's close enough or far enough away. One of the two. This is going to be real close. That is probably way too close for me. Let's spin this round and we'll try to get close enough to the side of the road here. I am going to have to come back and smooth that out because there's no way that that's going to be smooth enough for a mower to get through, let alone a baler. Come up through here. Doing good, doing good. And before we go any further, let's jump in here and let's do a little bit of softening when we get up top here. So let's find our sculpting. Let's find the smooth tool, and we're going to make it about as big as it possibly can be. And we're just going to work our way up. And as we see things moving, ooh, I'm getting virtually no frames at all. Oh, that's rough. Look at that. As soon as I click the button, it's like, no, thank you. I do not enjoy this. Yikes. Ooh. I don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't like it. It's almost like that doesn't even want to do anything. It's really weird. It's like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Let's see if it helped any. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll have to find out here. I did want to expand this field out a little bit just to here. I mean, with it being a grass field, it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Let's see if we can kick that edge right there. Called it. And we'll just continue with the expansion just right around the outside. This is a 9-meter plow, so we're expanding about 9 meters. This is a little bit on the edge here, but I think it'll still be okay. And I was not able to smooth this whole area out as much as I wanted to, because I wanted to kind of bring this down right into here, but it did not allow for me to do that. There's also another hill on the other side, and I think we own some of that. It would be nice to go up into there, but I just don't know if it's going to be possible. So it seems a little too high. Let's see, how much of it do we own? We own, man, all of that. I think it's a little too steep though, so I'm not going to try and mess with it. I'm just going to come to right here. Boom. And that's the field right there. That I'm comfortable with that. Okay, maybe we expand it a little bit more. Not much, but just enough to make a bit of a difference. And with that, we find ourselves back at home right there. Nice. Cool beans. All right, let's plow this up together and we'll be good. And now, just like that, that is one big old field. Yes. Just to prevent any issues, I'm going to go ahead and plow this whole thing up. And after that, we will get in here and fertilize and seed and do the things that we need to do. But at least with this, it gives us a full-fledged field all to ourselves. Also, you can kind of take a look here and see the exact trajectory that it wants us to do. It's not a lot of straight lines, but, you know, it's okay. It works. And you work as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and make sure you come back for the next one. We are just getting started here. We're closing in on episode 50 already. Hope you have a good one. We'll catch you in the next one.